begins again.
Hey guys, this is Kara from Bagger Syndicate Cycles. I just want to let you know about a place where you can get the greatest apparel, top of the notch, all about baggers, bikers, and brotherhood. And ladies, don't you worry, we didn't forget about you. Check it out at baggersyndicatecycles.com. Mwah.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the show. Don't forget, you can leave your thoughts on the hotline, which you'll hear later on in the show before my final thoughts. 847-957-1686. And don't forget to pound rock on in the comments section. We got news coming from the Motorcycle Profiling Project out from Idaho. Man, was this a messed up story you're going to hear. Also, we're going to hear about the East Bay Dragons, as well as a really messed up accident. Somebody's lucky to be alive. If you're on the radio, you're going to have to come see the video of this one, man. I couldn't believe it. But, when I seen it, I was like, holy cow. And also, Corey Graff's Wall of Shame is coming up. Yes, Corey Graff's Wall of Shame, where we feature Leo's not doing so good or cops gone bad. Leo, whatever you want to call him. So, yeah, we got that going on. But first, it's real funny. I understand that biker entertainment's an up-and-coming deal, but when you got freaking people out there trying to pass one of their Facebook groups off as a movement. Yes, we have a movement here. Yes, this coming from somebody who walks on a damn freaking walker, hasn't been on a bike forever, and is the biggest freaking douchebag around. I actually heard, I had to have an old lady hand in his patches for him because he's a chicken shit coward. But those are the type of people you get out there. And, a lot of people are finding out about this dude. And boy, is it like music to my ears, because it's like, you know what? Everybody told you so. I get it that it's the internet. You don't know the people that you're talking to. You don't know what they're like around the area that they live in. It was funny. I heard, well, come to my... Dude, I've heard that before, man. I heard a couple people called you up and you hung up the phone when they were ready to come to the door. But anyway, it's just a big schluck. Schluck and a half is what I have to say. But it's just funny that people actually listen to that kind of stuff because... Why? I still can't figure it out. They're either out bad or they're schlucks, or, it is what it is. So make sure you watch out what group you're joining, because you know what, as I say, man, a lot of people are figuring out going to different groups. It was actually funny. This guy was busting on a guy who was, a club president and stuff, and thinking he was a know-it-all, and it's just something else. If you guys know who I'm talking about, you know what? Beware, man. That's what I say. Backbiting. This is the kind of guy that got these events every year, and every year he makes some kind of excuse why he can't do it. That's what I've been hearing, man. And thanks for all the info, guys. I kind of laugh my ass off when I hear it, because it's true to form, man. You're trying to, say you got a movement here, you got a group here, and you got, for a whole year that you're going to do this event, which, by the way, I think only a few showed, which sucks, because some people are really interested in getting together. But here you got this fucking schmuck that every year there's an excuse, man. Every freaking year. When are you people gonna wake up and smell the coffee, as they say? Not who you think he is, man. It's a coward. That's what I can say. A big coward who walks on a walker, can't even get out of freaking bed, has to have his old lady wipe his ass. So, I feel for the old lady, man. I think she can probably do a lot better. But that's just my way of thinking. But anyway, we're going to get on to the show and stop, talking about schlucks. The dude was upset because bikers are getting involved in the movement of protecting statues and stuff, and claims, they're just motorcycle enthusiasts. No, he's a left liberal freaking snowflake's what he is. Anyway, let's get to the show. Okay, here we go out of the East Bay Times. Sad state of affairs, man. The East Bay Dragons Motorcycle Club founder has died. This is a real big thing in the club community right now. The East Bay Dragons have a storied history, a real storied history. Tobie Gene Levingston, quote, is an Oakland treasure that will be sorely missed. Rock on, man. This is just... The older graybeards are starting to die off, and those are the ones that really taught us what we're doing in this lifestyle, even though sometimes I think my generation screwed it up, because look what's going on now with the younger guys. But that is the biggest reason why you want to go out there and talk to a graybeard, because they can give you knowledge beyond belief, man. Let's read. Tobie Gene Levingston, who founded the East Bay Dragons as the Bay Area's first all-black motorcycle club and one of the nation's first, died early Tuesday of natural causes. He was 86. And I believe Black Dragon covered this too. So if you want to get a lot more information, you can talk to him about it. He was born June 30th of 1934 in Lilly, Louisiana. Levenstein was one of 10 children raised by sharecropper parents. Most of you young ones wouldn't know what a sharecropper is. Who moved to the Bay Area in the early 1950s, settling in East Oakland's Brookfield Village neighborhood. While work remained relatively plentiful in post-war Oakland's factories and foundries, Levenstein initially began a car club, and it's real interesting. A lot of clubs that you see around that are motorcycle clubs right now, they actually did start as car clubs as a way to help keep his family out of harm's way. As a member put it last year in the run-up to the club's 60th anniversary. That's a long time, 60 years. Most clubs won't even make it 5 years when they start out. Back then, young black men could still quickly find themselves getting into trouble if they didn't stay busy, and Levenstein thought he and his brothers needed a hobby. The club took up the Dragons name in 1958 before switching over to motorcycles, which were cheaper and drew less attention from the police. Now it's backwards. Now it's the other way around. As Levenstein wrote in his classic memoir, Soul on Bikes, the East Bay Dragons MC and the Black Biker Set. There's a podcast on this too. I can't play it right now because it's like 33 minutes long, but you can find it, so go take a listen. Over more than 6 decades as club president, that's 60 years. 60 years. Levenstein rode alongside the club's members and rubbed shoulders with famous figures like the Hells Angels, Sonny Barger, and members of the Black Panthers. The club itself moved in and out of garages and warehouses before buying a hall in the 8700 block of then East 14th Street in 77. Again, you guys don't know who the East Bay Dragons are. You know, that's a big thing with the Black Set. Make sure you read up on some of your club history, man. A lot of history with these clubs is just phenomenal. The East Bay Dragons built a reputation as family men who owned homes, cars, and had steady jobs. And that's what most club members are, you know. Regardless of what Leo pushes, that's what club members are, is right there. Supported each other with skill networking and contributed to regular charity drives, Thanksgiving turkey donations, and Christmas family adoption and gift giving, as well as a yearly Labor Day weekend fundraiser. Wednesday shared word of, the club did, of Levenstein's passing, and asked well-wishers to keep Levenstein's wife and children and club members in their prayers. Rest in heaven, Prez. The reputation made Levenstein Club a pillar of cycling culture, regularly paid tribute to in fictionalized references and by figures like Jay Leno. He shared a video clip of a recent clubhouse visit last week. So, yeah, that is just amazing stuff right there. Keep the East Bay Dragons in your thoughts. And go read up on their history, man. The history is something else with this club and everybody else. Now, let's go to Double D's piece over motorcycleprofilingproject.com. Don't forget to fill out the survey, man, the 2020 survey. Idaho DMV unconstitutionally denies service for motorcycle club colors. On July 2nd, a Canyon County, Idaho sheriff denied a prospect for the Vagos Motorcycle Club access to the Canyon County Department of Motorcycle Vehicles to renew his license. It has long been established that an employee of the government is constitutionally prohibited from denying access to an individual wearing motorcycle club colors. Or otherwise, see, Double D, man, he know what he talking about, man. He get up right into that stuff. Otherwise, discriminating against them in any way, the actions of the county DMV are blatant violations of the First and 14th Amendments and expose public officials to liability under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983. The Canyon County Sheriff's Department and DMV should immediately cease and desist the practice of denying access to individuals engaged in protected expressive conduct, such as wearing motorcycle club colors. The actions of the DMV, although not in direct violation, are 100% inconsistent with the new law prohibiting motorcycle profiling that went into effect just July 1st. I guess Lee don't learn real quick, man. I think they got to get hit up beside the head a couple times for them to get it. There is now a law there that prohibits this. Sure, Motorcycle Profiling Project and Idaho is going to deal with this. The details reported this incident to MPP and provided the following statement from individual denied his rights. I, Justin Burchett, on 2nd of July, that's a day after this law went into effect, went to the Canyon County DMV in Caldwell, Idaho at approximately 8:35 a.m. I walked to the entrance and was stopped by an officer and told I could not enter the facility wearing my motorcycle club vest. I did not argue with the officer. His description was Caucasian male in his mid-40s, dark hair, slender build. I felt it was a violation of my rights. Well, yeah. Cohan versus California 71 established that individuals have a First Amendment right to wear clothing which displays writing or designs in public spaces. The Supreme Court concluded that an individual wearing a t-shirt reading "Fuck the Draft" was protected expression in a courthouse. Then he goes into some other cases. The Ninth Circuit of Appeals applied Cohen and said the wearing of motorcycle club colors in government building is protected speech under the First Amendment. Arguments relating to intimidation or the potential for violence based on general stereotypes do not overwhelm this right. Oh my God, this is messed up. There is no evidence that by merely wearing motorcycle club colors, an individual is involved in or associated with the alleged violent or criminal activity or other motorcycle club members. It is a fundamental principle that the government may not impose restrictions on an individual merely because an individual belongs to a group. This is messed up. Really messed up. What do you guys think of this, man? The guy just goes in, wants to get his license renewed, and, yeah, he's wearing his vest. Who cares? But it gets denied. Get over to motorcycleprofilingproject.com and check this story out. More of my final thoughts. Okay, let's go to Biker Dad, man. This is insane right here. Check this out. Check this out.
Motorcycles, can you call 911?
The cell phone video is stunning. A minivan speeding east down the 91 freeway outside of Corona with a motorcycle lodged in its front bumper, trailing a fiery stream of sparks. If your jaw is on the ground, imagine being the guy who was on that bike. Rider Chain Arinti Rowett saw the video this morning.
Oh, this guy did try to kill me. Those weren't the words. There was a lot more foul language. I feel like it was intentional. Like he hunted
You
him
think?
down.
This is all that's left of his motorcycle.
Holy
it was
cow.
just before 8 last night when he says he got hit from behind so suddenly that when he landed some 200 feet away in the middle of the freeway, he had no idea
And they
what
just
happened.
keep on going.
CHP estimates he was going 65 when the minivan hit him, going 70 right before the 15 interchange, and kept going.
People pulled me over and were like, "Where's my bike at?" Like my bike was nowhere to be seen, and then it was just like it was crazy.
As he waited for help,
You guys gotta
Will
come
Ross
over from
and
the
Natalie
radio and
Durant
see
were
this.
following the sparking minivan, calling CHP and recording.
My first thought was, like, oh my gosh, where's this poor motorcyclist? What happened to him?
The best I kept trying to describe to the 911 operator is it literally looked like I witnessed something out of a movie. It was
I don't
shocking.
blame you for
I've
saying
never
that.
seen anything like it before in my life.
This is the minivan CHP recovered. They say the hit-and-run driver exited at McKinley Street, where the bike fell off the bumper here. The driver kept going, crashing into this fence about a mile away, before CHP says the driver fled on foot. Unbelievably, Areen Terowet has no broken bones or internal bleeding.
got lucky.
He was wearing a helmet, gloves, and boots. He was even able to walk when paramedics arrived. He admits he might still be in shock, as when he saw the video.
My main thought is like my poor bike. It's never gonna be okay again. I can't fix it.
My God, he got lucky there. What do you guys think? Again, I know a lot of our wheelhouse is the radio and stuff, but you got to come over to YouTube or Facebook to check this out, man. Holy cow! Okay, here we go. I usually don't like this reporting agency, but hey, we're gonna have to deal with it. This is Corey Graff's Wall of Shame. An officer put his knee on a man's head during an arrest. Police chief says an investigation is now underway by Elizabeth Joseph and Mimi Estroff. Let's check it out here. Let's see what they have to say. And it has a body cam footage on here. There they go. Another one. These guys do not learn, man.
Hollywood, scratch that last message I sent you, okay? Yeah, dude, I feel for you here out here. It's about as muggy as the Louisiana Bayou, you know what I'm saying? And I feel for you in the heat, you know what I'm saying? But I really love what those bikers are doing for that 2-year-old, man. I mean, that's awesome, man. You can't ask for a better group of bikers, in my book. Because, I mean, that's just something special. And, I forgot to mention this yesterday. It's like people are asking Trump whether he supports the Confederate flag and all this stuff. I mean, there's bigger fish to fry. I mean, with the COVID cases spiking, they're going to go, states like ours, because of that schluck of a governor, is going to go back to phase 3. And, I've been deemed by the federal government as an essential employee ever since this pandemic started. And stimulus checks were going to prisoners and other places. But here's my thing. They need to be sitting in that office or in the house or wherever it is. They need to be sitting in there talking about the second stimulus check, because here's my thing. I have worked my ass off through this pandemic, and I have always been at work. And the fact that, I'm sitting there busting my ass, delivering the Sara Lee, the Thomas, the Ennemans, the Brownberry, the Ballpark, the Boboli, Beanbone, Marinella, and Takis to these major retail stores and independents, I'm at a high risk for this COVID-19 because I've been on the front lines. And I'm entitled to that second stimulus check. And, this is my millennial buttocks talking. But, I've been entitled to that. I worked my butt off through it. But anyways, Hollywood, rock on, buddy. And hope you have a great day.
Hollywood, you guys really rock. Corporate America, well, they're known for making insane decisions, doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. So why should Harley be any different? I mean, they're looking at going bankrupt again. So, you know, that's the way it goes. But as far as the motorcycle itself, I mean, big baggers are what they are. Some people really love them. Personally, I like the stripped-down motorcycle, you know. I like the Sports or 1200 Custom. I think they're just a beautiful motorcycle. You know, they should make a chopper, though. Why not make a nice retro chopper? Yeah, that would really rock. So, I don't know if they have the money to experiment with their designs and sales. It's too bad about the V-Rod, though. You know, that was their ESO. So, you know, they spend a lot of money on development. But that's the way it goes. Okay, Harley? Yeah, I love them, but you know what? You're doing a good job. I love the radio show. I hope the hell nothing ever happens so I don't get to listen to you in the morning. Take care. This is Harmonica Pete.
And there you go, man. You can leave your thoughts on the hotline, 847-957-1686. And it could be played on the show. As you to tell, I don't edit them out. If you want to bitch and moan at me, go for it, man. Everybody would like to hear it. Maybe everybody can hear what I got to deal with. But what do you guys think about them denying a prospect for the Vagos to get into a DMV a day after the law went into effect? These Leos really got an attitude problem. Don't blame us for what's going on in this country right now. Blame your boy in blue in Minneapolis with what's happening. And you guys never learn. You got body cam footage, you got people with cell phones, and you're still putting your knees on people's head and their freaking necks. And in this last one, dude didn't even do nothing. The cops said, well, they're not going to press charges. All he did was ask, well, let me see the video. I want to see the video. And then you're telling the guy to put, his hands behind his back? What the hell is that kind of stuff? Any defense lawyer worth a damn is going to be able to get that guy out. My God, that van with the motorcycle, you know what? People are messed up in this world. One guy out of Wisconsin, I think we got the story coming up in a different segment. He actually intentionally killed a motorcyclist because he thought he was white. Yeah, you guys got to be careful out there with what's going on in this country. Don't forget, yes, for that COVID-19, man, we just got face masks out. Go over to our support store. I'll put a link in the description box of all the segment platforms for you to go get you one. Looks cool. It even got Pound Rock on there. Don't forget to take us with you on the motorcycle to work. Listen to us. We got episodes upon episodes you're just going to love, man. So with that, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.
I say goodbye, vamoose, adios, ciao, so long, get your hat jacket.
Now available on Spotify and all major platforms, including iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and more. Don't forget to become a subscriber on any one of these platforms so you can be notified right away when our weekly episode is uploaded so you never miss an episode.
Hi, this is James Hollywood Machikari. Join our YouTube channel and get Motorcycle Madhouse and tons of videos related to the bikers. Join now by subscribing for free and become part of the Throttle today. Always free and always entertaining. Don't forget to visit us at www.harleyliberty.com for your daily biker news. Rock on!